Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope so you are fine. And welcome to Concepts of Science Academy Pakistan or CSA Pakistan. And I'm your host Mr. Muhammad Ehsanul Haq, CEO CSA Pakistan. In the previous lecture we have discussed in detail about the introduction to research methodology, that what's the definition of research methodology and what are the basic purpose of this research. But in today's lecture we will discuss what's the need of research, why we need to do research. Actually, according to definition of research in the previous lecture, we have discussed that research is basically to find something again and again, to find something again and again by using step by step procedures. Or you can say that refined or refining something again and again by using step by step procedure. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about that what to search or what to find and when to find. Okay, according to the definition of research, we have discussed about that research is basically a systematic and logical way to find some useful and new information or to find solution of a problem. So what we want to find? We want to find some useful information or we want to find the solution of a problem. And when we have to find when we are facing a problem. So here we are going to discuss the need of research, that what are the different purposes that we need to do research and what are different benefits of research and what's the importance of research. So first of all, I will discuss that research basically promotes your knowledge and your learning. How? According to research, you read a thing again and again, you analyze a thing again and again, it will definitely improve your knowledge about that thing. It will definitely improve your learning about that problem or that issue. It will improve your knowledge. You will have authentic knowledge about that topic or about that problem. So research is a source of knowledge and learning building. So it will improve your knowledge and it will improve your learning. So if you are a researcher, you can easily understand a minor or a major thing. You can easily understand a very complex problem within minutes as compared to a normal person. It's just because of research, because research opens your mind. So the way of your thinking gets totally different from a normal person. So here it improves your knowledge and learning. So research is basically very important to solve different type of issues and to increase awareness in public. So it is important in solving different issues and to develop awareness in public or public awareness. Suppose that I am going to give you an example of COVID-19. Okay, I will fit this example in all these points, that how COVID-19 was appeared and how it was. There are different type of theories about it and all that. So our basic issue was COVID-19. So we in the starting we didn't knew about its spreading and its symptom and how much it's dangerous or it's not dangerous. So all these things. So we came to know about this issue. We did research and then we increased awareness in the public. We told them that wearing a mask is very important for you. Social distancing is very important for you. Vaccination is very important for you. So all these things just because of this research. The third thing is success in business. Research definitely help you in your business. Suppose that you are a businessman, you produce different type of products, and just because of research you can be successful in your business. You can be successful in marketing of your product. Suppose that you are going to sell a product and you don't know about the demand of that product in the particular area. You go to a wrong area to sell your product. Why? Because you don't have much knowledge about the demand of that product in market. So if you research about some important things in that public, in that area, in the shops of that area, in the people of that area, that this product is popular or not, people are aware of this product or not. Okay, so it may increase your popularity in business, it may make you successful in your business, it may make you successful in your marketing of your product. So another thing is, it disprove lies and support truth. There are different types of rumors about, so that I was discussing about the COVID-19. So there are different type of rumors that different type of drugs can treat it, just like Panadol or paracetamol or dexamethasone, and all that different types of drugs were introduced, that these are the treatment of this COVID-19. Most of them were rumors. We didn't know about it. Why? Because we didn't research about this topic or this problem. So just because of research, you can prove that what is truth and what is not truth. You can differentiate between truth and lie. So with the help of research, you can decide or you can explain that this drug was useful in treatment of COVID-19 or it was not useful in treatment of COVID-19. So research disproves the lies and it supports the truth. Fifth point is to find and seize opportunities. So just because of research, you can find different ways in your field, in your career, in your field, in your career or in your subject, in your area of study. You can find different type of opportunities. So according to 6th point, it will improve your reading, writing and analysis skills. How? When you go for research about a problem, you go to previous literature or literature review, you go to different type of databases, you go to different types of journals, you go there, search different type of research papers, the work of previous scientists, and you read it. As much you will read, it will increase your reading skills. After reading, you will definitely write the important points to a paper, to a page, or in your computer. So it will improve your writing skills. When you are reading a thing, when you are reading a document, it's a document. When you are reading it, there are different types of points and different writing styles are followed by different writers. Every writer has it a writing style. Suppose that in a day you read about 10 scientists, the work of 10 scientists you read in a day or in a week. So it means that you are studying, you are reading the writing style of 10 different scientists. You are reading the writing methods of 10 different persons or 10 different people. So it will definitely improve your way of writing, your way of reading. Okay, so it will increase your reading and your writing skills. And here is the analysis skills. When you read about the research, when you go through research of a person, you focus on the different things. Suppose that this person says that this thing is right. Suppose that I have 3 board markers. A scientist comes and says that this board marker writes more efficiently. Second scientist gives some his different type of clues that this board marker is more precise, and the third one will say that this one is more appropriate. So I will analyze about all these products, this one and this one, and now I will analyze that which scientist is right according to my opinion, according to my research, according to my experiment. So it will definitely increase your analyzing skills. And the 7th point is the research is exercise of mind. How? Because when you go for research, you read about the research, you read about different type of problems, you read about the work of different scientists. It will definitely increase your mind. It will definitely increase your capabilities, your abilities, just like reading, writing, analyzing, to understand a thing, to think something creative, to think about some innovation. Okay, so it's also a exercise of your mind. So here, point number 8, innovation and novelty. In our daily life, we see different products, different things. Suppose that just like a tube light or different types of lights in your room. With the passage of time, you will see that there are different types of products introduced in the market. Let's take about some other things. Just take it as a board marker. You go to market, when you were a very primary school level student, you used lead pen, lead pencil. But today, in this stage, in this university level, you see different type of pens in the market, different types of pencils, different types of markers. With the passage of time, we are developing new and new things. We are going towards the innovation. We are going towards the novelty. We are going towards the advancements. Just think about the airplane or a motorbike or a vehicle, a car. We are going from very simple to very complex things. We are introducing new and new things in the car, in a motorbike, in an airplane. We are going towards the advancement. So this, it's all due to your research. So different type of theories are tested and built just because of your research. Suppose that, hope so you understand it, that I left this board marker and it fell down just because of gravity. It's your law of gravity. You have studied about the law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another form. These are just theories, the different laws. These were built just because of this research. So research help you in policy building. Suppose that I am a researcher. I conduct a research about the plastic bags, and I tell that a plastic bag have different type of chemicals, just like bisphenol A, different type of carcinogens. These different chemicals cause different types of cancer, different types of diseases. And then I will share all this data with my government, with my different types of agencies, policy making agencies of my country. So I can develop a policy that plastic bags should be banned. So research will help me, or research will help you to build different type of policies. So these are some benefits, and these are some points that why we conduct research. It was all about the need of research. Now I will discuss about some common points that why I need to do research, what are the purposes of these. Suppose that I am a student. I will write 3 points. I am a student, I am a teacher in a university, and third point is I am an employee in a industry or in a company. So as a student, different universities demands research, that you will have to conduct research, you will have to write a thesis to complete your degree. Then that university will issue you your degree. It's about your postgraduate students, or sometimes in some universities about the final semester or final prof for your intermediate students, undergraduation students. So in your master's and in your doctorate degree, students are asked to conduct research and write a thesis, and after that university will issue them a degree. Suppose that I am a teacher in a university. Now university have a criteria of my promotion that I need to conduct research. I need to publish a number of papers in a limited time, in a month, in a year, in a 2 year, in 3 years, in 5 years. Different targets are set for my promotion, for my evaluation. So as a teacher I need to do research. Third point is, as an employee, I am employee in a company, so that company set a target for me that you need to produce a new thing, you need to introduce a new product. After that I will promote you. Okay, after that you will be able to secure your job in this company. So these are different other points that why I need to do research and why I need to conduct research as a student, as a teacher, and or as a employee. So it was all about the need of research, purpose of research, and different benefits of research. So hope so it was useful for you. So in next lecture we will discuss about the types of research, types of data, and different things about research. So take care and don't forget to like and subscribe CSA Pakistan. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.